Welcome to Pride Against Prejudice, a Shadowrun 4th edition actual play podcast.
Hi, I'm Simon and I'm playing Huggy Bear.
Hi, I'm Al and I'll be playing Maverick.
My name is Les and I will be playing Murin.
Hi, I'm Jack and I play Toyga.
Hi, I'm Michael and I'll be playing Sunshine.
And my name is Rhydian, I am the GM. If you would like any bonus content, a link to our living campaign map can be found in the show notes, along with a link to our Discord where you can get occasional bonus episodes, and if you'd like to add locations to the map or just ask us questions, you're welcome to join us there. The following content may contain themes and materials not suitable for all audiences. Listener discretion is advised. Hi chummers, we're still checking the dark corners of the Matrix for Shadowrun actual play pay data for you, and this one is the only other podcast out there using 4th edition, except for the Hidden Grid, the granddaddy of all Shadowrun actual plays. It has a very similar feel to the Hidden Grid as well. It's the Hard Knock Sorority podcast. Here's their trailer.
Hey there, chummer. You ready to record this thing? Alright. 3, 2, 1. You're go for, what was that again? Hard Knocks Sorority Podcast. Good luck, chummer.
Hello, Ome, and welcome to the Hard Knock Sorority Podcast, a Shadowrun 4th edition actual play podcast. My name is Paul, and I am the GM. The cast are Beth as Grace, aka Nightingale, Val as Ollie, aka Boxer, Veronica as Cecile, aka College Girl, and Kat as Deandra, no, aka. Jandron over here as we spin you a whiz little tale right out of the Tridio's true Shadowrunner origin stories. 4 very different women from very different walks of life, thrown together and cast into the shadows. Listen in as they learn to survive and work together and find common ground. For one of them, this life is a significant downgrade, and they will not take well to it. For others, it is a calling. For another, they are drifting from the light into the shadows. And for yet another, the 6th world is an assignment, and the events they are being sucked into may be just the insight they need. The Hard Knock Sorority Podcast features ex-mercs whose history is catching up to them, a pony from Equestria on a mission from Celestia herself, a college girl who likes writing murder mysteries and snooping where she shouldn't, and a Dryad ex-cop in Seattle looking for her missing brother. Life is interesting and compelling when there are differences amongst us. Who wants to live life as a clone in an army of wage slaves? So fire up your Tridio set or TrodeNet and join us. We're happy to have you along and look forward to hearing from you.
So, that was it, chummer? That's all? Alright. Fair enough. Good luck with that. Folks listening in, back to the good stuff.
Well, it looks like the team literally missed the boat, and now they have to chase it. Get in, Mother Fraggers. We're being pirates today. As soon as the engine roars to life, Huggy guns the throttle and you all grab at the handles to avoid falling overboard, with Mav steadying his machine gun in the bow, while Sunshine, who grew up in a landlocked Denver, looks at the water in distrust. Dr. Butler, on the other hand, may want to consider a career running the shadows rather than journalism. She's in the bow of the launch, yelling to go faster and pointing out rocks in the water, until Murin decides he's not letting the team's payday kill herself and drags her back below the gunwale, where he can keep an eye on her as he tried to gain on the cargo ship. So the ship is quite a way ahead of you, just exiting the channel when you start out from the docks. By the time you're getting close enough for us to be worth thinking about rolling any dice or anything like that, you're out beyond the Verranzo Narrows Bridge and into what on the real world map of Manhattan, New York, is marked as Lower Bay, heading out into the shipping channel looking like it's heading open waters.
We passed the lighthouse yet?
West Bank Lighthouse.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to be counting this as chase combat to begin with, and I'm gonna start you guys out at extreme range.
Huggy, 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 Huggy,
Yeah.
Huggy. Look at these cool dogs. They look just like your drones.
I'm driving.
Huggy, Huggy, Huggy.
Could I get a pilot watercraft roll out of you, Huggy, which in this case is basically reaction -1 because you don't have the actual skill you're defaulting. This is just to see how well you're handling this boat.
Yeah, rolled that time. That's 3 hits.
Yeah, you're actually handling this boat pretty well. Has Huggy ever driven a boat before, or is this the first time?
This is the first time she's ever physically driven a boat. She's driven them in VR.
All right, so you're finding it a little bit odd. It's not quite what you're used to. It's not what you're expecting. The turns are a bit, this feels sluggish. And you've got this weird sensation of you're going really, really fast, but when you look at the speedo, you're going, this is fuck up. It's slightly disconcerting.
Also, there's that thing of every time you hit a wave, you slightly change direction.
Yeah.
And it's just like, no, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm used to things. I'm used to momentum being unidirectional, not constantly twitching.
You're also not used to, if I just kill the throttle, the water just acts as the brake and I don't actually have a brake, and to brake, I put it in reverse? What? Okay.
How do you turn corners in this thing?
You avoid the basic sort of navigational hazards. You don't rip the arse out of it on like an old post that's there to hold up a dock that's rotted away, or slam into a buoy, and you actually manage to stay in the channel where boats are supposed to go, so you're not actually drawing too much attention or anything like that. Distance is abstract here. You're currently at extreme range.
Can I start in Matrix?
If you wish, yes.
Did my spirit come with us onto the boat?
It did. It'll just be sat on the back of the boat, lemming itself, as cats are wont to do. Also just doing its best to stay away from water. The flying drones can be outside of the boat, just kind of flying alongside you.
I was imagining I would have Grendel up in the front, working as essentially as a bow gun.
Yeah, so that you can daka.
So I am hold simmed into this boat.
I think vehicles have to be rigger adapted.
You do.
Am I driving this with my hands?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll be on 1 pass then, because this particular boat is not rigger adapted.
This feels so slow and unresponsive.
As you've been going out into the channel and starting to chase this boat, bear in mind you're more than a kilometre away at this point, Toiga. Have you given your beast spirit any instructions?
So at the moment, it's still on the anyone that harms me or my friends does not deserve to be alive. At the minute, it can stay where it is, but later on, I might have it go astral and sort of scout the ship a little bit.
Huggy, if you want to catch up with the boat, you're gonna need to do a driving roll.
So that's just continuing to reaction -1, yeah?
It is indeed, yeah. This is just to give me an idea of how well you're doing, that's all.
That is 1 hit.
You were kind of handling this all right back in the channel, and before you got past the bridge, you're coming up to being level with Seagate and Hoffman Island, and the water's starting to get a bit choppier out here, and the boat's bouncing around a lot more. That's actually a glitch. So I'm going to say that you won't gain any ground at the moment. And due to how choppy the water is, like you've just cut across something big without thinking about it.
Yeah.
So anybody that shoots will be at they would normally be at a -2 because moving vehicle. They'll now be at a -4 because the boat's just bouncing all over the place. If you wish to spend edge or anything like that, you could. But if you don't want to, you don't have to.
I'm going to save my edge because I have a feeling we're going to need it.
All right. If you have spent any edge because you've taken the effect a glitch, you get an edge back.
Oh, I haven't, so maybe I should. Wait, no.
You'd still be at -1 edge if you did that.
Yes, there's no way that I can profit from this, so...
So, is Grendel doing anything? What instructions have you issued to your drones?
The drones are currently on await instructions because we are too far away. Also, I have no targets yet. Actually, no, I'm going to set all of them on target select, on target hunting.
Okay. They are very, very far out. Mav, you are just about within range of this ship with your big old medium machine gun. Other options at this stage, there is a combat action called Observing Detail. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, what the hell? Observing detail.
Alright, so it's basically a perception check. Before you do, though...
Am I going to need some ranged-based penalties?
If you've got any visual enhancements, you can use those, but I'm going to say that you're at a -3 because this is... You're trying to look at something more than a kilometre away.
Indeed, and I do not have vision magnification. Or one hit.
It's a boat. It's not a massively large ship, so it's only about, at a guess, probably about somewhere between 50 and 70 metres long, maybe about 20 metres wide. It's not, by the standards of cargo ships, it's not a big vessel. It kind of looks like a barge with shipping containers in it, with a control tower at the back. Interestingly, you're not seeing any smokestacks or diesel exhausts or anything like that. This appears to be electric.
Huh. Is that unusual? Do any of us know anything about shipping?
Not in the sixth world. Are Hansel and Gretel doing anything?
They're also on target acquisition, so scanning the area and trying to... Basically looking out for... They are on threat monitoring.
That's fine. It is actually now Mirren. I'm going to say hold his action until he gets back. So that would put us on Theuger.
So I'm still off my head, aren't I?
You are absolutely flying off your nip-nops, stoned as fuck.
I can't really do anything at this point. I would like to try and A-sense the ship, see if I can see anything astrally going on, if there's maybe like spirits on board or...
That'll be a perception check rather than A-sensing. So you use perception to find shit astrally. You use A-sensing to tell what it is once you've found it. So you open your third eye and take a look at this in the distance. You won't be at penalties for this because the astral plane just works differently, and it means that distance, it's a bit weird. It doesn't matter as much as long as you have line of sight. So give me that roll.
I got 2 hits.
Okie doke. You can see, if you look down, oh, it's pretty. Out here, you're a little bit further away from some of the pollution. You can see this astral presence that it takes you a while to realise that it's actually plankton. And it's like rivers of light in the water with blobs, brighter blobs moving around in it. And once you actually tear your eyes away from this really cool but quite trippy scene, you see this big grey blob of technology on the... it's just dead. It just looks like a brick of dead in the distance. There's some bright points moving about on it, but you can't really see much about how many or what they are or anything like that. They're alive, but you can't really tell much more than that.
Sunshine, 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 sunshine. No, I'm reaching over and poking her at this point.
What? She says, like, from behind. She's got her AR glasses down, so currently, like, her eyes are basically opaque because they're like 2 video screens in front of them. What?
The sea's alive. It's glowing. It knows we're here. Isn't that cool?
Why did this have to be your first trip? She says, and then gets like bounced really hard as they go over a wave, and sad noises.
Wear your fucking seatbelt.
This thing has seatbelts?
No.
Look at those cool seagulls. They look like Hansel and Gretel. Someone should tell Huggy.
I am trying to drive a boat.
You don't drive a boat. Boats aren't cars.
Les has had to drop out because sadly he is not feeling very well. So I will paper tiger Mirren for him. Mirren is mainly trying to stop Dr. Butler killing herself.
That sounds like something that Merlin would do.
Sunshine, what are you doing? It's your turn.
But it doesn't sound like there's a lot I can do until we get closer.
All right, I'll put us back around to the top of the turn order then, since the only other person is Mav, who has a big at the moment. Your beast spirit doesn't particularly care. So that puts us back around to Huggy. Do you want to give us your next roll?
Certainly. That is 4 hits.
All right, so you actually close up a range band. You spot that there's another ship that's just been passed. It's left a wake that kind of wends its way of really nice, flat, smooth water with the big old waves spreading out on either side of it, and get the boat into that and absolutely hammer it. And you manage to close some of the distance, so you're no longer about 1.2 clicks out. You are now, you're now about 3/4 of a click out.
Right, that's a significant improvement.
A pretty useful turn. Is Grendel doing anything?
Thus, I still have no targets, so no.
Okay, the additional -2 for the choppy water no longer applies, as we're past the point where that would matter. So, Mav, your turn.
We're significantly closer. Have I got a smaller penalty on the perception check?
We're going to say -2 now.
Woo, smaller penalty. Same number of hits. Or 1 hit.
Yep, that's a boat, all right. That's a ship. Definitely a ship. Not a submarine.
Probably not a submarine.
Oh no, that would be an absolute dick move to pull on you. You get close, you're just about to board it. Dive, dive, dive! What the fuck, man?
That would be... yeah, that would be something.
Either that or go all Avengers and have it take off.
Take off and then dive.
Now you're just being perverse.
Oh yes, this is much worse.
So, are Hansel and Gretel doing anything?
No, as before, they are on target acquisition.
Yep, that's fine. Mirren is... he appears to be trying to keep Dr. Butler from climbing into the bow of the boat to scream at you to go faster, and not wholly succeeding. She's wriggling.
I'm going as fast as I can make this thing go.
Drive faster! Yeah, she's just yelling at you to go faster. This is currently her thing.
Drive me fast, I want to hit it with my sword.
She appears to be having a... it's that kind of... I'm not meant to be having a good time, but this is so much fun. Toiga, it's now your turn.
If I wanted anything else to do, I suppose I could just go into the astral and try and zoom close to the boat and learn more about what's going on there.
You absolutely can. And you can just zoom over there at the speed of thought, leaving your body behind. That's a point, actually. You need to make sure you body afterwards, but you know it's in the boat, and you know... yeah, I'm going to say it's actually pretty easy to find your body again afterwards, because...
worst case, there's an astral link that you can track back.
yeah, also... it's out in open water with nothing around it, with a large number of astral signatures that he knows very well around it.
Yep.
Are you just zipping astrally over to the ship in general, or are you looking at the superstructure, or the outside first, or some other part of it in particular there, Toiga?
I'm going to zoom out right to the very front of the boat and then work my way back, looking at all the astral signatures and seeing what I can learn about them as I go.
I'll say that it'll be one action to scan the outside, but you'd need to take other actions to go into different parts of it.
Okay, so let's have a look at the outside first and see what's...
All right, so give me a perception check, please. There will be no penalties or anything like that.
2 hits.
There's 7 astral signatures outside the boat, like on deck, that you're able to see. They're all in the stern area.
Can I tell anything about them?
You would need to do an A-sense for that, but you're out of actions for the time being.
Okay, I will just sort of float to you and keep an eye for the minute then.
Sunshine, your turn.
Try and analyze by the public notes.
Okay, give me an analyze roll, please.
1 hit.
So you do see... It's kind of weird. It's somewhere between what you'd expect from the node on a vehicle like this little boat, or one of Huggy's vehicles, or the local bus or something, and a host. It's not quite one or the other. You're getting the sense of this is the ship. It seems to have another icon that is attached to it. It looks a little bit like the way you see Huggy and other riggers.
Okay, boat's probably being rigged. Okie dokie.
Dr. Butler is still yelling at you to go faster so that she can hit them with her... Well, she doesn't have a sword, but you get the idea. The Beast Spirit's not got instructions yet, so it'll just sit there for now. So, Huggy, are you continuing to try to catch up with the ship?
Yeah, so but before that happens, so if Sunshine or Toiga want to take another action this pass.
Toiger definitely should, because he gets to do another set of senses.
Yeah, I would like to sense the weirdos, or the boat people.
Okay, so give me an A-sense roll.
2 hits.
Most of them are pretty healthy. Their emotional state is one of anticipation. They are all mundane. Some of them seem to have some cyberware. Give me a memory check.
5 hits.
Nice. So the cyberware seems kind of similar to the stuff you saw in some of the people back at the docks.
Have I? No, I've not. Sunshine's not told me that the boat seems to be rigged in. These people seem to like human computers and cyber anti-runners. I think that's it. How do we look at them?
We're back around to Huggy's turn. Could you give me your next roll there, Huggy? See how well you're doing at catching up with this ship.
That is 2 hits.
I'm going to say you're still at long range, but you're now at around about 300 meters. As you start closing in, you're starting to get reasonably close. You're at about 300 meters at the moment. You see a few little flashes at the deck at the back of the ship. Could you give me a reaction roll there, please, Huggy?
Oh fuck, that's 0 hits.
Now might be a good time for that edge.
Fortunately for you, dots go wide, and you see like a lot of little splashes around the boat, but none of them are anywhere near you, and you're just kind of going, "What's that? Oh.
They're shooting. Right. Okay, so. Well,
So we're shooting, are we?
They've gone loud, I guess. Huggy says out loud.
Could I get another reaction roll, this time at a -2?
You could, yes. That's 4 hits. That's almost as many hits as I can get.
I'm impressed. However, the guy shooting did something fairly similar. On 5 dice, they got 5 hits. 4 6s and a 5.
Right.
Could the boat please resist 9 physical?
That's ballistic, yeah?
Yes.
That's 4 hits.
So the boat's taken 5 damage. It just gets stitched down the side. Bear in mind, it's an inflatable rib. Oh, shit. Okay.
These things were not designed to be shot at.
Oh. And could I get one more roll, please?
One more reaction roll.
Yes, please. Actually, Toiga, one other thing that I should have mentioned to you. 2 of the people that you asensed who seem to have grey blobs of technology strung through their auras seemed to be sat in big grey blobs of technology.
This ship's got guns on it. Weird thing for a cargo ship to have.
Not in the 6th world.
Yeah.
Shadow runners.
If you're going underwater, you really want to have something to deal with the bullshit that's going to come up to you.
Like the storm dolphins.
That's 2 hits from Huggy.
Yeah, so you managed to avoid the 3-round burst that's coming in at you. Thanks to Toiga, well, and your own eyeballs, and the gunfire, you can kind of work out that there's a couple of dudes on the lowest visible deck. 1 more to port, 1 more to starboard. Could you give me a perception or a clear sight roll, please? It will be down as one of those on your sheet.
Autonomous vehicle perception.
Yes, could I get that, please?
Oh fuck, that's a glitch.
That is a critical glitch.
Yeah, I'm going to spend a point of edge to make that not a critical glitch. Can I spend a point of edge on behalf of my drones?
I think so, because they don't have their own edge pool.
Yes, I'll say that you can spend your edge on behalf of your drones.
Right. I'm not critical glitching that because I don't want to be sunk.
Oh. Instead, it mistakes a
Seagull.
Yeah, a guillemot or something. Your drone's mistaken it for an enemy drone as the targeting software has a total glitch, and it fires a 10-round burst at this poor guillemot that just explodes in a bloody ball of feathers.
The funny thing is that Grendel is also running explosive at the moment.
Oh, bird.
So that bird really explodes.
At least it wasn't an albatross.
I don't think you get albatrosses in New York. Fortunately for you.
They have a global range. They probably go past
Don't
New
talk
York.
him into it.
There are awakened albatrosses. They can
Don't
egg.
talk him into it.
Mav, your turn.
We're being shot at.
You are indeed. There's been a bit of gunfire, so you're going to be at a negative 5,
Oh,
3
bloody
for the
hell.
range, 2 for the fact you're in a moving vehicle.
All right.
And that's before we get to any other penalties.
Are we being shot by dudes with guns or turrets or what?
It seems to be guys on the deck.
Okay. Left hand, more north dude is getting a long, wide burst of stick and shock.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, no. First, added power off.
Cool. Also, Toiga, after this,
Yes.
your spirit effectively has a held action, so it will be able to take its action after Mav. I should have given it the opportunity sooner, but I forgot. My bad. I apologise.
That is fine. I forgot as well. So, yeah. Things have tried to kill us now, and they have killed our boat, so...
No, they've not killed your boat.
Well, they've injured our boat.
Fortunately.
If they kill our boat, we will be having a bad day.
Indeed.
They've injured our boat.
Right, I buff myself for 2 additional points of agility, and the drain vanishes, because it always does. And shoot the fucker.
Yeah, so, wide stick and shock. So, 6-round burst.
At -5, you said?
I did indeed.
At -5 to dodge. 6 hits.
You have 6 net hits.
That's a lot.
Yep, so he's got resist 12 electric damage.
On his half impact.
Yep. You get a wildly lucky shot. Like, most of it just misses, bangs off the armor of the ship, but 1 round hits him in the eye. Like, there's a railing that's kind of coming up to mid-chest height, because, you know, they don't want people falling off.
Yep.
And it just clips him in the eye and he just disappears.
What they actually put the railings in the right height. It's not a case of Wilhelm scream into the water.
Yeah, if he was a dwarf, he wouldn't be able to see over it, but they're not making it lower because troll crew members exist. They can argue this one with the discrimination lawyers easily, so as a safety feature.
There are probably hatches for dwarves. If he's still conscious,
he is not. He's out of it. He's down.
he would have to roll another check to remain conscious because I just hit him with 6 successes of stick and shock. And electric damage is hilarious.
Yep. Are you taking a shot at anybody? Do you have burst?
No, because I used my adept power. That's a simple action.
Right, absolutely cool. Are Hansel and Gretel doing anything?
Now that the shooting has started, yes, they will start moving forward to engage the second gentleman.
I'm going to count this as a simple action for them to try and get closer, but they'll still be able to take a shot after it. Basically because they're going hell for leather as fast as they can, trying to catch up with the ship. This is to get an idea of how much closer they're getting. Could I get a maneuver roll from them or something similar?
Certainly, I'll do Gretel first, since she is the first. That's 4 hits per... Wow, that is all of her dice. That's
Nice.
all hits.
Hansel.
That's 1 hit from Hansel.
They're both at long range, so if they want to take a shot at this guy, that is absolutely fine.
Right, so Gretel is the first. It's going to do a long wide burst.
Yep.
What's the negatives for this?
I'll count it as having run, so you'll be on a -5 overall with that and the long range.
That's a 1 hit.
You see the guy just kind of duck slightly as one of the bullets spangs off the ship next to him. And do you want to take the same shot? You get another shot.
Oh, yes, so Gretel gets 2 shots.
No, they don't. Sorry, because we counted the movement as a simple action, yeah. Normally we wouldn't, but in this instance I'm going to.
Yeah, because this is them trying to catch up with a ship over huge distances.
Do you want to roll your shot for your other drone?
So this is Hansel, same again, this is a long wide burst. That's 0 hits.
Yeah, so nothing happens there. Shortly after this, in the distance, you see one of the little structures on top of the ship. Is that moving? What the frack? Oh, wreck. As a turret with 4 heavy machine gun barrels traverses to face you and just lets rip with a dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. If the beast spirit wants to jump in at this point and take its action, it can, but I am just going to resolve this shot first, which is at, I'm going to say Grendel. The ship is steady enough that it doesn't suffer the -2 penalty.
What are you telling me is that a cargo ship is more stable than a rig traveling at whatever speed we're traveling at?
Could I get a reaction roll from Grendel, please?
That's 1 hit.
Which is just enough.
That'll do.
It kind of clips the drone's armor. The drone wobbles a bit in the air, but just about manages to hold itself together. It doesn't seem to be damaged, but you're just having this moment of, you can hear the shot, and wow, that's deep. That's 4-barrel. That thing is big.
Yeah, that needs to be taken care of before we can even think of getting close.
Weigert, what would your spirit like to do?
I don't know if it can tell that there are people in the gun emplacements. Can it tell? Can it? I could see them astrally, certainly, so I'm guessing it can.
It will be able to. It's a Force 6 spirit. It is smarter than you are, probably.
Okay.
I mean, that's not saying much.
It's a very, for lack of a better term, alien intelligence. It doesn't think in the same way that we do, but it's got a lot of it. Broadly speaking, what do you think this slightly otherworldly moggy that's been told to attack things that attack you and your friends would do?
The thing that tried to attack me and all my friends at once is the gun emplacement. So the most logical way to follow its instruction is to attack the gun emplacement, and the softest part of the gun emplacement is the belly of the man inside it. So,
Its movement on the physical plane is not enough to get it over there quickly, but what it can do is if it dematerializes, it can then just zip along at the speed of thought and then rematerialize, simple action, move, simple action, right next to the guy.
Let's have it do that.
Okay.
The turret gunner just has a weird alien spirit cat go
Mo.
right next to him.
Like materialize inches from his face, like, hi.
You know, that's that thing when the cat is sort of sitting on your chest and it's staring right in your eyes, like, hello. That look, but from something that is significantly larger than you and not very happy.
Yeah, probably about the size of a puma.
Very shiny.
Yeah. Also, oh fuck, that's a lot of teeth.
Also a lot of bling.
Oh god, it's the vengeful ghost of Mr. T in leopard form.
It is the fool.
Oh god, does it have diamond encrusted teeth, or are its teeth just diamonds?
Have you seen that picture of that tiger that had broken its two big pointy teeth, so it got gold prosthetics?
No.
No.
Both kind of sad and badass as shit.
It was a case of it had been caught in a trap, it had been badly looked after, it had lost two of its teeth to basically wear and tear, and they gave it gold dental replacements.
In any case, this gentleman has just had a very large cat turn up next to him.
Appears and says, "Good evening."
So could I get a defense roll from Gretel? You will be at a -1 because you've been shot at once.
No, you shot at Grendel last time.
Sorry, they're so similar. I was aiming for Gretel. We'll count it as Gretel. Just carry on.
Okay, cool. Oh, fuck. I am going to edge that.
All right.
Shit.
The dice gods fucking hate you.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, so please resist 10 physical on Gretel.
That's 4 hits.
Okay, so it's taken 6 damage off that, which... pretty bad, but it's still flying. There's some big holes in it, and there's some sparks and things like that, and some smoke coming out of it. Over the water. So, yeah, the drone's not looking too happy, and the guy's going to switch to your other flying drone. It's massive penalties. Could Hansel give me a defense roll, please?
Oh, flag. The laws of probability are coming down on me like a ton of bricks.
Fortunately for you, he glitched, so he's not going to get to do this again next time. Could that one please resist 9 physical?
That's 2 hits.
So yeah, there's quite a lot of smoke coming out of the drone. Oh yeah, that hurt. Good thing you weren't rigged into it and didn't have to deal with any biofeedback. However, you can see the guy is now furiously pulling at the bolt on his rifle. He's tossed the mag out and he's looking inside it.
Fuck.
Mirren is still trying to keep the doc from killing herself. The other turret, they're up on powers so that they can see both each other and across the deck and stuff like that, is gonna suddenly rotates to point at the other turret and the big astral cat that's harassing his mate, and is just going to open fire with a 10-round narrow long burst.
Glitch, you fucker.
This is going to be recoil comped by the boat because it's fixed to it and it's at short range, so penalties are not too big of an issue. Could I get a reaction roll from the spirit?
Yes, you could. 2 hits.
The cat sees this coming, hisses and jumped around the side of the turret. The other guy is trying to rotate his turret, just going, get it off me! As just these bullets banged off the mantle, and there's just bullets flying everywhere, and it's generally a bad place to be right now. Tiger, your turn. What would you like to do?
I mean, Beastie is doing fairly well for itself. My corpse is still just sort of flopping about in the boat. Can I go deeper into the ship? Can I look and see if there's anyone on the inside?
Yes. I'm just going to say the superstructure is one area and the rest of the ship is another area, just to try and keep this simple. Which would you like to go to, the superstructure or the rest of the ship?
Let's check the superstructure first.
Give me a perception check. We'll just say you're zipping through the different decks in the control tower looking for auras and stuff like that.
2 hit.
So you find about 6 auras inside the ship.
I can't sense them, can I? I can do that on the second pass, though.
I would say you can, because basically 2 simple actions.
Okay, then where's my sense button? Oh, 1 hit. It's a glitch.
No, not quite a glitch. You need half. Yeah, with 1 hit, you're not getting a lot. Mostly, there's 6 auras in here. Well, auras that are big enough to be people anyway. There's a mood of... It's kind of like a picked ant nest at the moment. Activity... It doesn't seem to be panic, just... There's something happening, we need to do stuff kind of mood.
Yeah, so there's no fear or...
There's not particularly fear as such. There's that, oh, things could go wrong, but it's not very likely kind of feeling. None of them are awakened.
Okie dokie.
So, yeah, that gets you a little bit of information. Due to a little bit of difficulty with 4th edition Matrix rules, what we're allowing Sunshine to do is that she had enough money during her downtime that she could have purchased the scan program. So I have allowed her to quickly do some rolls just off camera, which she's done. It would have taken her 3 days to get her hands on the program, which she could have easily done in her downtime. So she now has scan because player didn't realise how important it was. In universe, the character absolutely would have done. So I'm quite happy as a GM to make that little accommodation, just so that players not building themselves into a corner. With that in mind, Sunshine, your turn. Are you wanting to do a scan roll to try and find stuff?
Yeah, I want to see who or what is on that boat. So scan, 3 hits.
All right, cool. The hidden nodes that you find. There's a lot of comlinks. One of them seems to be glitching the fuck out, or at least the cyberware attached to it is. Looking more closely at the nodes and cyberware, oh, that's cyber eyes with flare comp and smart links, and some of these fraggers look like they've got wired reflexes.
Okay.
You're also seeing the nodes for the turrets, which seem to be Ultimax heavy machine guns.
Oh, we'll be having those.
A lot of these small arms, there's some AKs, there's some Ares Predators. There also seems to be, you can see the rigger. They've got some pretty decent gear as well. There's a few other bits and bobs. That is a complex action,
so that will be all I can do this turn, but I've found stuff.
You have found the stuff. We were on pass 1 there, were we not?
We were.
Oh, what were you about to say there, Toiga, please?
I was going to say, the amount that Sunshine's been able to see just on one go-round, I'm hereby christening her the all-seeing Kawaii.
Tiger, I don't know if you need more bliss or less, but you're definitely on the wrong amount of bliss right now.
And what would the Beast Spirit like to do?
Beast Spirit's brand new friend that they've just made, who is living in that turret, is going to get some lovely Beast Spirit kisses from its tooth-covered acidic tongue.
Blem, blem. All right, so I'm going to say this doesn't count as a charge because you've appeared next to him. A charge implies you're running into them with momentum. Give me its combat roll, please. I'm going to count this as a penalty to the defender because he sat in a gun turret.
Is he strapped into a chair?
I mean, he's not strapped in, but he's sat in the chair for a gun turret, so it's pretty difficult for him to move at the moment.
I got 2 hits there. Or Beastie got 2.
You got 2 hits on 13 dice.
Yep.
You fool.
The goddess of luck is apparently a gigantic bitch.
If you're gonna say things like that, horseshits. To compliment the goddess of luck.
Fortunately, you have 1 net hit. What is your Beast Spirit's strength, please?
Beastie has a strength of 8.
This guy's now got resist 9 physical. Bloody hell. Okay, so he's scratched up, but he's not doing too badly. However, he is envenomed, which will kick in on his next pass. This dude, yeah, he's also shooting at the spirit because he recognizes, oh my god, that's a massive, massive threat. Reaction roll from the spirit, please.
3 hits.
The spirit shrugs that off. And again at a -1, please.
Just the one, though.
Okay, and again, the spirit will just shrug that off. Huggy only has 1 pass. Is Grendel doing anything?
So Grendel is going to take shots at the top gun turret.
That's fine. You will be at a penalty of -3 range and -2 for the fact you're in a moving vehicle, so -5.
-5 in total.
Yep.
So this is with explosive ammo. Ah, fuck. No hits in the first one, that's a long wide and then a short wide. No hits.
Yeah, sorry about that, dude.
I'm shooting very long range with a light machine gun. This is going to happen.
So that puts us on Mav. What are you doing?
I think Huggy had the right idea there, but I have a significantly bigger gun, which is taking significantly fewer range penalties.
Due to the distance of about 300 meters, you're actually on about the same penalty.
Is this just Rid applies range penalties to everyone? The combat?
Huggy's doing her best, man.
Drive me closer, I want to hit them with my machine gun.
Not normally a problem.
Dude, top turret is getting long, wide stick and shock.
Okie doke.
At -5?
Yes.
Oh, fuck you, dice pool. 1 hit.
How are you feeling about that level of success there?
Given that he's rolling defense at a -5 penalty, and he's shooting sideways so he doesn't have his mantlet or whatever it's called in the way, because he's shooting the beast spirit, I'll leave it.
Okay, so you're firing at the guy in a turret who's trying to clear the beast spirit off the other turret, and it's fortunate that you're using stick and shock at the moment.
Because
you have no net hits. Stick and shock is a touch-only attack. Both of them have 1 hit, which means that he takes damage at the base damage of the weapon.
Stun, electric, half impact.
Yeah, because electric damage, screw you.
Indeed.
This is to see if he just...
Starts jerking uncontrollably.
Yeah, essentially. Sadly, he is actually okay that time.
I'll get you next time. Oh, I will get him next time because I have a second action this pass.
Oh, you do indeed. Take your second action.
This will be a short, wide burst of stick and shock from an M202.
So let him have it.
Still at -5. 3 hits.
So you now have 3 net hits.
Did he have any dice pool to defend that?
No comment. You have 2 net, so he's resisting 8 stun. Yeah, he's out. He's out like a light. So yeah, he kind of slumps out the turret, just twitching furiously. And the turret's just jerking around, the gun's traversing, it's going up and down. Occasionally just randomly firing the odd round into the air. Gretel, what would they like to do?
Right, they are going to take a shot at the gentleman who just wounded them.
It'll be one of the 2 guys on deck, so just doesn't really matter which one. Take a shot.
That's 1 hit.
So sadly that just spangs off armor. Take your second shot.
And this is wide bursts as usual. That's 2 hits.
You have 2 net hits.
Nice.
8 physical AP -1 that he's got resists. Alright, so you see a little puff of blood explode out from the deck. It looks like you've clipped him.
Excellent, that's what we want to see.
Do you want to do Hansel as well?
Yeah, okay. So same again, we'll do our wide burst first this time. That's 1 hit.
I'm going to assume same guy, 7 physical.
Yeah, concentrate fire.
Yeah.
And then short wide. That's 2 hits.
Oh dear. So he just critically glitched on his dodge roll.
Yeah.
I am going to double the damage. So he's got to resist 16 physical. His head explodes.
Right, that's one down.
After that, the next guy is one of the gunners, the surviving one. He is firing a long, narrow burst at the spirit. So he's basically just dragged the gun round, smashed the spirit to the side, and he's just bum, 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 bum. So I'm going to call that a -2 because he's in close combat. Could I get a reaction roll from your spirit, please, Toiga?
You could, of course, 4 hit.
Yeah, so you managed to dodge as just bullets spray all over the deck as he's just wildly firing, trying to catch this cat that's just doing that asshole cat thing of just going, nope, 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 and just dodging out of the way. He's still firing, and now that the big cat is now stood on the barrels of the gun, looking at him with a eerily kind of expression. The next guy, I'm going to say, due to his glitch earlier, spends turn clearing the jam on his AK and putting a new mag in. At this point, there are a couple of sailors on deck who I'm not going to bother rolling for them to save time, but they're shooting pistols at the spirits. Most of the shots go wide. One of them clips it, and it just doesn't care. Meh.
A light pistol needs to get like 9 net hit to damage that thing.
But they probably don't know that.
Indeed.
Yeah, they're just going, big scary fucking thing, shoot it now.
This is the mindset of the people who shoot at Godzilla with assault rifles.
I mean, to be fair, you see something nearby, it's big and scary and it's a threat, and you might as well give it a go. So, what would you like to do? You're currently still astral. You've searched the superstructure of the ship. Are you wanting to search the rest of the ship?
Yes, please.
Cool. Give me a perception check followed by your A-sensing test, please. Because I'm just going to assume we're doing the same thing again.
Yep. So I got 2 on perception.
Cool. And your A-sensing?
2.
You search the rest of the ship. You go out of the superstructure and you're zipping through. There's like a crawl space under the main cargo area, but there's nothing alive. Well, there's a little bit alive down here, but nothing that you give a toss about. You go through the cargo crates and you're getting a lot of nothing. Dogs? Oh, okay. Nothing. Whoa! Holy drag, people. There is one cargo container that has about somewhere between 20 and 30 ores in it. Mixed metatypes, none of them human. Some of them seem to have injuries, nothing fresh, but, or at least the serious ones aren't fresh. They look like they're healing, but not very well. General emotional state is fucking terrified. It's ranging between absolutely shitting their pants terrified and blank, like they've just given up.
They've been so scared for too long, they've just not got the energy for anything else anymore.
Yeah. There's some cyberware, mostly low-grade eye, ears, and things like that. There's a couple of places where there used to be cyberware, stuff like a cyber arm that's been removed. Nobody's awakened, nothing like that. And general health, kind of malnourished, not doing appallingly, but not healthy, if that makes sense.
Yeah, like, they've not got, like, scurvy or rickets or anything yet, but, give it another few months.
That's your turn. Sunshine, what would you like?
So, of the so I'm aware that quite a few people have now died.
Indeed.
Of the remaining Omes on the ship, are any of them any of the ones with either smart guns or cyberware?
From your scan roll and from what you can see, there's 2 sets of 5 sets of smart links still active.
Okay. Are there any cyber eyes or cyberware still active, or is it just smart guns?
So the smart links are part of Cyber Eyes.
Fuck it, we're on the clock here. I'll just attack one of the smart links.
Okay, could you roll me your attack action?
2 hits.
So the firewall just about manages to stop it. Sorry,
Okay.
dude.
No, that's fine.
I will give you a free action if you want, because there is another decker in this boat who is currently quite distracted.
Oh, what can I do with my free action?
You can send her a text, basically saying, "The frag are you doing?"
Oh, sorry, you mean, our boat, not their boat. I send the doctor a poke going, hello.
I'm going to roll a willpower check for her, for reasons that will become clear at a later stage. Oh, yeah, sure, I'll do that. And on her turn, she'll jack in and start doing some decking. Pass 3, there's very little that has 3 passes, mostly drones. Grendel, what are you doing on your turn? Or rather, what is Grendel doing on their turn, Huggy?
So there's one guy still alive and in theory firing. We're going to take on him.
Okay, so there's a dude in a turret and a dude who was clearing a jam in his rifle and a couple of dudes with pistols.
We're going to go for the dude who had the jam in his gun because I'm not particularly worried about pistols at this range.
Okay.
Also, he's the one who has, these are the ones that have been shooting at us so far. So I think in terms of targets prioritization,
Yep.
it makes sense.
Absolutely fine.
So, first of all, long ride.
All right, go for it.
That's 1 hit, I think.
So you got 1 net hit, so I will just roll that up.
And this is using explosive ammo.
Oh, okay, so roll your second shot.
Right, so this is a short wide. That's 2 hits.
1 net hit again, so he'll be resisting 8 physical minus 1. Yeah, he's down.
Nice.
I'm actually going to take us out of combat time here, just because I don't think the rest of the combat is fully worth playing out. The Beast Spirit will basically just tear the dude in the turret to bloody rags and then absolutely eviscerate the 2 crewmen on deck that were shooting at it somewhat futilely with pistols. It will then just sit down on one of the few bits of the deck that's not coated in viscera and start cleaning itself.
And wait for us to catch up.
It's doing that classic cat thing of licking the side back of its paw and rubbing its face with it, cleaning the blood off its mouth.
It's not so much washing the blood off its face as smearing it around its face.
It'll eventually clean off when you do manage to catch up with the ship. Because the ship has only recently left port, there's still the side ladder down. It's like stairs. When you pull up alongside the ship, Dr. Butler pulls the slide on a pistol that's already cocked and looks as though she's about to jump across first. As she does, Murin just kind of reaches for her, grabs the back of her collar and just pulls her back in. And once he's dumped her back safely back into the boat, out of harm's way, charges up the stairs, ready for whatever it is that the Vori have got ready for you next. Fortunately, you've shot all of the Vori that were hassling. They're not an issue right now. Who else is going to go over to the other boat?
I'm going.
I'm going to send Hansel and Gretel up.
Mav, could I please get a gymnastics test from you?
This I can do. I probably need to reactivate agility boost. I reactivate it again before I jump.
That is a critical glitch.
Edge.
It's a glitch, so I'm going to say that you try to activate it. You don't take any drain, but you're not able to activate it for a little while.
Yeah, fair. I will roll without it.
If you'd failed, I would say you could try again at a penalty, but because you've glitched, you've over-channeled the mana, and you've got this weird sensation of your left eye feels like it's just twitching in the socket, and it's just kind of uncomfortable and a bit. Ugh.
And that is an agility-based athletics check, isn't it? I'm also going to pre-edge this because I really don't want to fall in the water. And what's the point of having 4 edge if I don't use the fucker? Really? That was not edge. I forgot to turn my edge slider on.
Oh, please.
Nope. Much better. 6 hit.
Yeah, you make it just fine. It's like the grace of a moonlit shadow cat.
That was a pants roll, though. 8 dice, 1 hit.
So you head on up the ramp. Is anybody else going?
Absolutely not. I'm not leaving. I'm on as much of a boat as I want to be for any of the future.
What's the method of getting onto the other boat? Is it like a rope ladder down the side?
It's like some stairs that come down the side of the boat to a flat platform that's alongside, and you've got to jump from one boat to that platform. You can get it pretty close, but bear in mind, this is a moving ship at sea, and once they're out into open water, they haul the stairs back up.
In the words of the ancient Greek philosopher, said the sloth, "No thanks, I choose life."
All right.
If I attempt to do an athletics roll with this character, I will drown.
Yeah, we will have to fish you out with a net.
Are you going for it, Toyga?
Yeah, so Toyga's going to come slamming back into his body, sit bolt right and just go, "There's people on the boat! Some of them have guns!"
All right, give me an agility test. The fact you're high on bliss right now makes this so much more complicated, but go for it. You are tripping balls right now.
So it's a gymnastics one, because...
Yep, gymnastics.
And I get +2 because of cat.
You may also consider edging this check if you don't want to fall in the water.
3 hits.
It's not quite as beautiful as Mav, who might as well have done like a professional gymnast's pose after he landed. But you make it just fine. You're okay.
I just hold up the scorecards and, you're not getting good points without landing.
You don't land, slip, and crack your teeth or anything, but you're pretty unsteady as you're at +1 to thresholds, because you're still high as frag on bliss, but you are on the platform. But your next action, you kind of jarred yourself a bit, so you'll be at -1 when you next try to do something. Is that everybody that's going across to the boat?
Could be.
I'm going to send you a little message, Toyga. Give me logic plus intuition.
3 hits.
Read the message I've sent you. I'm doing it this way so that it's more Toyga realising and telling party rather than the GM.
There's people on the big boat, but our boat is very little.
We're gonna have to take this big boat somewhere to put them down.
They should have enough lifeboats on this ship.
This is a very controlled cargo ship. I doubt it was OSHA compliant.
You'll be lucky there's enough for the crew.
Yeah.
At the very least... Fuck, that means I'm going to have to try and get onto this boat.
Thank you for spending some time with us and listening to the Pride Against Prejudice podcast. We hope that you enjoyed the show and look forward to seeing you again in 2 weeks' time for our next episode. In the meantime, it looks like Dr. Butler, if that is her real name, forgot she's a Decker. Have you ever had a teammate forget that they could do something on a run? Happens to us all, right? Surely. Let us know on our Discord. Intro is More Human Than Human by Carl Casey, and the background music is also by Carl Casey. Outro music is Neon Thrills by Luck Hash, and all sound effects are credited in the show notes. The Tops Company Inc. has granted permission to the Pride Against Prejudice podcast to use such names, logos, artwork, marks, and or any other proprietary material for promotional and informational purposes on its website, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with the Pride Against Prejudice podcast in any official capacity whatsoever. All other works mentioned in this podcast remain the property of their respective owners. The Pride Against Prejudice podcast is licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution 4.0 license. So if you want to use any part of the show, please give us the credit. See you next time, chummers.